And today's event is not about us. It is about you. It is about you, and I want you to share the ideas. I want you to learn. I want you to get things out of this event maximum, okay? So, you guys need to meet each other. You need to talk. You need to ask questions. Don't be shy, because shy people don't make it in this world, most likely. Most of them, okay? So, first thing I want to share with you. We have a saying. There is a sharp uniform, and there is a floppy uniform. Maybe some of you who are our clients, maybe you have heard this. So the sharp people are ready to rumble. They're ready to go in. They're going all in. If something doesn't happen, if something doesn't work, it's okay. They find a way. But they're persistent. They don't blame anything else. They blame themselves. And you know what they do? They work hard. Floppy, on the other side, those are people who complained after the event. Oh my God, this event, that guy was so much yelling. I don't like yelling. Those are floppy guys. So I don't want you guys to be floppy. I want you guys to be sharp, be ready, be open and learn new stuff. And then, most important, apply that stuff in real life, because that's the most important thing. Okay? Quick introduction. My name is Nick. We have a company that has 15 plus people. We do over $1 million a year. I have a small daughter named Gemma. I have a Gucci, who's my dog, and I have a beautiful wife named Gita. She will also come here, so you can meet her as well. Okay, let's move forward. What do you guys want? What do you guys want? Please shout out. What do you want to get out of this event? What do you guys want? Shout out. What do you want? Okay? What else? Insights, connections. Who wants to make more money? Good job. I like that guy. Don't be shy about it. We have been with Raivis, and I have been to many American events in America where there's a very different atmosphere. And there everybody's like, I want to make money. Like everybody's like that. So it's okay. So we also bring the American energy here also. It's like a little bit different. We plan to do this, okay? Okay, good. I understand you guys. So, a very important idea that has helped me as well, and I hope it will help you as well, it is the North Star. And what is the North Star? Let me make a point so you will understand what it is. So, let me ask you a question. How do you go and get to Gosao? How do you get to Gosao? How do you go to Gosao? What is Gosao, right? What is Gosao, right? What is Gosao? How do you get to Gosao, right? How you can do it? How can you get to Gosao? So, Gosao is an Austria city, in Austria. Very beautiful place. Plan to go there. But did you understand right now what happened? I asked you a place, and you're like, I don't know how to get there. That's the same thing about the North Star. The North Star is your goal, the main goal. Most of you here, unfortunately, don't have a main goal. You don't have one specific goal. So number one thing is to know your target, to know what you want. Is it 3 times more money? Is it more clients? Is it more sales? What is it? You need to know specifically what it is. Because if you do know, let me ask you a question. So if we know it's Gosau, it's in Austria, do you know maybe how to get there? Yeah, you have Waze, you have a map, you know where to go, and you know how to do it. At least you have an idea where to go. Okay, you don't have money. Okay, we walk. We walk, maybe 2 months, but we walk, But again, you have a direction. Most of us don't have a direction, and that is the problem, okay? So the key takeaway from this is you need to know a specific goal you want to achieve next 6 to 12 months. A specific goal. Please shout out some people who has a specific goal in mind. Shout out.
300 grand.
Okay, what timeline? Per month, per year? Again, very not specific. Did you hear that? He said Estonian disruption. What does it mean? You're going to go naked in the streets? I'm disrupting Estonia.
No, I want to be number 1 in Estonia by revenue.
Again, and what it is?
In revenue?
Yeah, what it is. A specific number.
50K.
Again, okay, that's the target. The North Star, 50K per month. Anybody else? Shout out. Oh, good target. And again, a specific timeline would be also required. Like in what time frame? In the next 3 months, 6 months, 12 months? In next year. Anybody else? Please shout out. No, don't be shy, guys. You're yelling here. 10 million, 2 years. Good. Anybody else? Shout out. Okay. Okay. 20 sales per month.
10,000 followers next 2 months and 70K per month.
Good. Good. Again, you know what's happening now? Before, guys, stay sharp, stay sharp. Everybody's pumped. No held back. Now, you know why you're not talking? Oh, social pressure. What if I say and I don't hit it? Oh my God. What's my family gonna say? Oh my God. What are my friends gonna say? You know? But it's okay. It's okay. Have me personally, I have set so many goals and never hit them. Am I ashamed of it? No. I'm just like, fuck, I need to change my actions. We're gonna talk about that. You know? Need to change my approach. Need to be better. Need to learn stuff, okay? Don't be afraid to say these things, okay? Don't be afraid. Let's move forward. So, I have worked with 2,000 plus clients, and I had and have the opportunity to meet people who are multi millionaires throughout the Stay Sharp show and also throughout the events we have participated. And there's one key distinction. And some of our clients are just starting out at point zero. Some of them are making like 5K, 3K, maybe just starting out. And then there's the multi. And I'm not saying I'm one of them, right? I'm learning and growing, okay? But there's a key difference. Between them and the guys who are starting out. And the key difference is they know data. That's one of them. They know data, you know? I can ask you guys, and I will ask you guys, how many leads did you generate last month? How many leads did you generate last month? What about you, sir? Okay. None. How about you, sir?
We were working.
Okay. Who can answer that question? How many leads did you generate last month? Oh, Edmunds, he can say. 300. He knows. The guys, like, for example, the guy who's going to come, the 200 million guy, he knows data to the cent. He knows average talk time. He knows how many dials their persons are doing per day, per week, per month. They know everything. They know data. They know data. Next thing, they're very good at communicating. They're very good at communicating. And what does communication mean? It is the ability to persuade. It is the ability to build teams. It is the ability to communicate what you want your people to do, right? Many of you here are like, oh my God, I can't find people. I can't find people. And you know why? Because you suck. And that's the bad kind of thing nobody wants to hear. But that's the reality. That's the reality. Why people don't stick to you and they don't want to work with you? Because maybe you're not so good at communicating. Maybe you're not so good at showing that you appreciate them, showing that you care. Because who of you would want to work for a boss who doesn't care? Who's just like, you're like just a thing that makes me money. Just do it, bitch. Nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Next thing is marketing. Most of them spend gajillions on marketing. And this person here, he knows. He has a company that does like 100 million per year, and they spend how much per month on marketing?
Like my team?
Yeah.
Approximately
4 million per month on marketing to make these millions, right? That's also a huge mindset shift. You need to realize that most of these companies who make really a lot of money, they spend a lot of money on marketing. Like a lot. It's like a lot. Next thing, you need to build skills. What kind of skills would you need to be successful? What do you think? Like, quick question. What do you think, guys? Sales. What else? Marketing. What else? Those are skills. Finance. Offer creation. What else? Hiring, communication, team building, understanding finances, the basics of them, right? The product development. Develop good products that people actually like, right? You know? All of these things. And then what I noticed recently is actually the vehicle, right? I had some clients who are doing knitting, like adishana, knitting. It's going to be impossible maybe with that kind of vehicle to make, let's say, 20,000 a month. It's like impossible basically, right? The vehicle also matters. And one good example of the vehicle is going to be Raimond's, who has incredible leverage for the vehicle. He has software. And he has a team of like 15 people, 16 people. And they do $1 million top line, $1 million cash collected per month, right? Crazy, great vehicle, right? Great vehicle. Vehicle also is important. Let's move forward. Again, so to drive this point clear, who loves hockey? We like hockey, right? We're Latvians. We like hockey. And you know, guys, we got in 2023 bronze medal in hockey, right? Would you think, let's say Latvia plays against United States, would Latvian team strategy, would it be different if the score is 3-2? So Latvia has 3 points, America has 2 points. Do you think the strategy would be different how they play? How would they play? What do you think? More defensive, right? They would play in a certain way, right? Yeah. Why? Because they know the score, right? They know the score. I'm ahead. I need to stay ahead, right? Like, just like, right? Makes sense, right? Do you understand? Yes. So the scoreboard. Now, based on this, we know Latvia, divide defensive, that's how we're going to win, right? Yeah. We're not going to pull the goalie, right? Right? We're not going to pull the goalie. What if the role is a reverse? Let's say Latvia is losing 3-2. What Latvia would do? Offensive, pull the goalie, go forward, right? Because they want to win. Now let me show you something. This is cricket. Who's winning? Who's winning? What do you think? Latvia. Now Latvia's not playing. Latvia's not playing. Who's winning? What do you think, guys? The people who are not watching this. But what do you think, guys? Who's winning? You don't know. Why don't you know? Why can't you know? Why can't you understand who's winning? Exactly, guys. There's no scoreboard. How can you know? And you know what happens in your businesses? You guys don't have scoreboards. You don't know. I'm asking you, how many leads, how many sales, how many meetings, how many closed deals? What's the average collecting rate per sale? What's the LTV on sale? What's the gross profit per sale? What's your CAC, cost per acquisition? Like, all of these numbers are scoreboards. They're numbers. So you can tell if you're winning or you're losing. Because if you don't have a scoreboard, how can you know? You don't know, right? Oh, sorry. You don't know. Let me give you a couple of examples. Right? This is one scoreboard. It's called the P&L. One scoreboard. This is not the bookkeeping P&L, but this is your P&L, right? Your P&L. You should have that. Next scoreboard. For example, you can see here. We have days, cash collected per day, leads per day, meetings booked per day, meetings done per day, new clients per day, and for every day. See? Simple scoreboard. This is how our sales team know that are we winning or are we losing. You understand? Makes sense, right? You can see totals, right? Next thing. This is like, again, I'm not going to go deep into this. This is for our setter team. They know a couple of things. So we have people who are communicating with contacts that fill out a form online, and they're reaching out to book a meeting with them. Everybody understand? These are called sales development reps in English. That's a very complicated word. And we are tracking how many outbound dials are they making per day. We are tracking how many meaningful conversations they have per day, which is like about 2 minutes. It's a meaningful conversation, so I'm actually talking with you. It's not like, hey, fuck off. You know, it's a normal conversation, right? In sales, that's a normal thing, guys. Rejection, right? Normal thing. It's going to happen. And then we are tracking how many of those people you booked actually show up. How much money did you make per meeting, the guy who's setting the call, right? And then we know how many meetings are actually happen throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, for every person. Then we have these kind of numbers weekly for everything. This is just one example, but we have this for everything. For sales, closing, setting, client success, hiring, finances, for everything. Weekly, monthly, daily. But the daily thing we don't do for most of the things. We do daily for marketing, we do daily for sales, we do daily for client success. We don't do daily for hiring, for those kind of things. And what is this? Like, what, you're seeing like Excel. What is it? It's work. It's like you're looking at data and filling out data. So you can actually have an understanding of what? Remember scoreboard. Are you winning? Are you losing? What's going on? So you can understand what's happening. Let's move forward. With data, what do you need to do? You have data, and then you need to take action on the data. Otherwise, it's useless, right? Let me give you an example. So let's say I had 100 meetings, and I closed only 10 people. I know my closing rate is at 10%. And that gives me what kind of information? Oh, guys, fuck, our closing rate is down. We need to look at the meetings, where they qualified. Then we need to look at the offer. Is it interesting enough? Is it sexy? Is it elite? Is it great? And then we need to say like, hey guys, we're gonna focus on our closer team and make sure they can close at a higher clip rate so they can close more deals, right? But data in of itself is useless. You need to use that data and get actionable information from it. Let's move forward. This is Jay Abraham. I love the guy. Very smart guy, very old guy. Many of you probably don't know him or never have seen him. He has said to grow a business, you can do it in 3 ways. Only 3 ways you can grow a business. I will show you my own practical way, which is a little bit different. But there are only 3 ways how you can grow it. You can increase the number of clients. Get more clients per month, new coming in, right? That's how you can grow. Get more clients. Second thing, you can increase the average transaction value, which means people spend more money with you. Third, you can increase the frequency of them buying again. So clients buy again and again and again and again. So the only these 3 things. Boy, my days, I'm like losing my voice. So let's continue a little bit. Let's drink fast. Is it the sound okay, or I'm shouting too loud? It's okay. Maybe you can turn me up, and I'll talk not so loud. Okay. So here is my practical way at looking this. I have a different perspective on this. So I think there's kind of a bow tie. Who has a bow tie? You know what's a bow tie? Who has a bow tie? Somebody has a bow tie? Oh, nobody has a bow tie. Lauris has a bow tie. No, that's not. No. Bow tie, not a tie, bow tie. So bow tie is what will be flipped, right? So the main thing everybody here needs is traffic. Those are leads. You need people to know about you because nobody can do business with you if they don't know you. Nobody can buy from you if they never seen you. Nobody can buy if you don't show them that you exist. That's number 1. Second thing is to turn leads into sales, into clients. That is the sales process. The third thing, which many of you, that is your biggest bottleneck, that is your biggest problem, is the pricing. I will show you an incredible example which will drive this point clear for all of you. Pricing, how you price what you do. Next thing, after you get the sale, is to have massive value, to fulfill, to over-deliver, to have raving fans. People who are with you for years, 4 or 5 years, and still happy about you, happy about what you do. They're like fans. And the next thing is to expand the process, which is many of you, you have this. You have the front 3. You have them great, but you don't expand it. What does it mean? It means you don't get referrals. You don't have a referral getting strategy. Like a practical thing, how you get referrals. Let me give you one example. Let's say you're a marketing agency, right? Let's say you're a marketing agency. So whenever you fulfill a client, you get them the first result. They're happy. You should have a strategy where your manager reach out to that person. Is like, hey, I saw you're happy. Amazing. Quick question. Could you please give us 3 people who also are similar to you? where we could also help. And by the way, if they sign up with us, we'll send you €1,000. But that is, you need to build it in like a process. So every time client has a success, you do it. You do it, you know? You do it, that's important. And then retention and then reactivization. What does that mean? Many of you here, you sometimes come to our meetings and you're like, Nix, I need clients. I'm like, how many clients do you have? No, in the past 5 years, I have like 1,000 clients. And I'm like, bruh, what are you doing with those 1,000 clients? Oh, nothing. I'm like, bruh, those are your eggs. They're very valuable. You need to keep the heat on so they can become chicken, okay? Funny example, right? Let's go deeper. Let's go deeper into traffic. Let's go deeper into sales. And let's go deeper into pricing, okay? So let's start with traffic. Only 3 ways to get more traffic. Only 3 ways. Got this from Hormozy. Maybe you guys know him. He's a good guy. So 3 ways. Content, but it sucks, guys. Content sucks. I will show you why. I have an example where I show you how much I spend on content, how much traffic we get from content, how many clients we get from content. I will show that all to you guys. But content fucking sucks. So really, guys, really, it sucks. I know some of you here, like this guy, content rocks for him, but not for me. But for him, it rocks. Okay. Paid ads. That's my most strongest point. I know about this a lot. We will talk about this a lot. I will show you how you make your paid ads way more effective. And then lastly, it's cold outreach. We also do it, many of you do it, but again, it's a big bitch because it requires a lot of energy and a lot of time. Paid ads just requires money and time, not so much energy, because you set it up once and then you just improve it, okay? Let's move forward. Why should you care? Why? Why should you care? Nix, what leads? By the way, a lead is a potential customer who could buy. And a lead, I mean, he is engaged lead. He is engaged. What does that mean? I can go right now into Lusha, into SS, and get phone numbers. But those people will say, go to hell, drop the phone, fuck off, I don't want to talk to you. Because they are not engaged. They're not engaged. I'm talking about engaged leads who see your ad, sign up, and then come to a seminar like this. Those are engaged leads, okay? And now let me show you. Let me show you. So let's say you generate 100 leads per month. Most likely, you're at the 3,000 per month range. Most likely. If you generate, let's say, 100 to 500 leads, you're maybe at the 10,000 mark per month. This is, again, for service businesses, this is what I have seen by working with a lot of clients. And again, you get 500 to 1,000 leads, way more money. You get 1,000 leads plus, way more money. The biggest companies that make a lot of money, they get a ton of leads, like a ton. Engaged leads, right? Why am I showing you guys this? Why am I showing you guys this? Remember, for most of you, if you don't have a client base, that is your biggest bottleneck. That is the thing you need to solve. You need to solve to get more leads. Quickly here, who generates more than 100 leads per month? Who? See? That is a fucking problem. See? Most of you generate less than 100. How can you expect to get, let's say, 10 clients or 20 clients if you only have less than 100 people interested in what you do per month? It's gonna be impossible. That should be your number one focus, to get more engaged people to sign up. How do you do it? Remember, content, paid ads, cold outreach, right? You can call people. Let's move forward. About your sales, key things. Raivis is going to talk about this in more detail, but key things to remember is speed to lead. Speed to lead. Many of you who sign up to this event, how fast did we call you? Who can say something? How fast did we reach out? You sign up, how fast did we try to call you? Very fast. How fast? 2 minutes? Too fast? Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Let me ask this guy. What is a good speed to lead? Less than 1 minute. Did you hear that, guys? And that is from a sales team that has 2.5 thousand salespeople.
Can you call leads at night?
Of course. Of course. I think many of you I have called at night. So calling leads faster, guys. That will dramatically improve the conversion rate. That will dramatically help you to close more deals. Sales frameworks. It's very simple. So there's basically two types of sales. One type, you get a lead, you have a conversation, and you sell them. The next type of sales process is you get a lead, you contact them, you qualify them, book an appointment, have the appointment, and sell them there. Only two things. Maybe some of you who are selling to B2G or B2G, basically business to government, maybe you have a longer sales cycle, but that's typically it. Two types. Decide what's yours and don't make it complicated. If you sell something less than 200, 300 euros, you should have a two-step sales process, which means get a lead, call them, get them to buy. That's it. Call them, get them to buy immediately. No need for meetings or something like that. No need. Next thing to look at is how many of those leads you actually have meaningful conversations or you actually set them for a meeting. That's an important number. Then, what's your closing rate? It should be where? Where should be your closing rate? On average, for most industries, what do you think, guys? 25, 20? 20, 30? 60? Okay. I also would agree around 20. That should be your benchmark, at least. At least. World-class sales teams, they have way more, right? World-class sales teams, right? Show rate, people showing up to appointments, and then your pitch. Again, why am I saying about the pitch? Many of you, I ask, what do you do? And you say, I build websites. And that sucks, by the way. That's not a good example. Many of you say, I do SEO services. That also sucks. You know? You should say, I help you to meet your dream clients. I help you to save 10 hours per week because we do this for you and that will get you this outcome. And also, our clients typically can work less on these things because we take care of all of that. And we'll have an SEO service that actually gets you good quality traffic, that converts into leads and sales. And you know how? Because we use this and that's going to do that. More interesting, a better pitch on what you do. A good pitch is also very important. Now, let's move forward. About pricing. Most of you guys here just need to raise prices and stop crying about it. Just raise prices and stop crying about it. Your life's going to be much more easier. Raise prices. Next thing what you can do, you can start upselling people. Let's say somebody buys from you. You upsell something for them, right? You upsell something. Sell again something. Or you have, let's say, something that costs 10,000 and the person's like, I don't know. Downsell them something. Sell them something cheaper, right? A less version of what you have. Next thing, retainers. Getting people on retainers. What it is, getting them to pay monthly for a service. Getting them to pay monthly for a service. Next, bundles. Mix things together. Mix things together. Let's give you an example. So this will drive the point very clearly. So let's say you sell something for 750 euros. And every time you meet a client, 30% of them buy. So you meet 10 people, 3 people buy. Every time. And then I have a different business, like let's say the business number 2. So that was number 1. The second business sells something for 5,000, but every time, basically 18 people, I meet 18 people and just one buys because I have a 6% closing rate. Who makes more money, number 1 or number 2? Okay, who thinks it's number 1? Raise your hand. Who thinks number 1 makes more money? Okay. Who thinks number 2 makes more money? Most of you didn't raise the price, okay? Many of you are like calculating right now. So it was 50-50. Pricing is a math thing. It's not an emotional thing. Pricing is math. Let me show you. Let's say the same prices, conversion rate, meetings, clients, and then money. Who made more money? The guy selling the 5K thing, but just closing 6% of people. He makes more money. But you can still get this number to higher. It can be 20%, 50% also. It's not like it cannot be done, right? In our English market, we sell something for 5.8, and then we sell even higher things. And we have a 20% closing rate. Right? Just think about it. If you make more money, what can you do for your customers? What do you think? What can you do for your customers if you make more money? Better service. What else? Bonuses. What else? Over-deliver. You can have some cool things inside of your service which makes the service more valuable, right? Okay, let's move forward. What are your takeaways? What else? Scoreboard. Why do you need a scoreboard? Okay. Okay, what else? What do you say? Increase perceived value. What else? Huh? More customers. What else? Fan plans. Okay. What else? Charge more. How much do you charge? 5.8. 5.8. Okay. Yes.
I will ask about how often in Latvia I can increase my prices if my average check like 60 euro.
So he was asking how often can I increase my price if my check is...
And which percent I want to increase, like 20% more every
Okay.
year?
What's my thinking about prices? So most of you should start lower than higher and grow your way up rather than, oh, I have a new service, let's charge 5K because Nick's charged 5K. I have never sold anything for 5K. I have never paid myself 5K for something, right? Right? That's a big difference. Big difference, guys. Big difference. What do I mean? I have spent 40,000 for events, one-time payments. And then for me to ask you, pay me 5K, it's easy. But for many of you, you never invest in yourself, and then for you, it's very hard to ask somebody money because you don't do it. Okay? Very important distinction. And to answer your question, I would start lower the price, and then every time I get, let's say, 20 clients, I could increase it. Let's say by 10%, 20%, whatever you think is congruent with the value you provide. Because what is price? Price is just a number, but that price associates value. Let me give you an example. So let me give you an example. Can I take this? Okay. So how much do you think is this bottle worth? How much money? 2 euros. 2 euros. Who gives more? Who gives more for the bottle of water? 5. Okay. Okay, let's try something else, okay? So someone of you said 2 euros, 5 euros. I would say it's fine, right? So let's imagine this bottle is Donald Trump's bottle. Let's say, for example, right? I'm not a political guy, but let's say that's the example. How much then the bottle would be worth? So would somebody pay 50 euros, 100 euros? What can I think about the bottle? I need to think about it. That's a bad example, I guess.
Depends on demand, I guess. In the dessert.
Again, good example. So let's say we're in dessert, we don't have no water, then this becomes more valuable, right? Also, things associated to other things increase the value of the thing, right? Okay, Donald Trump was a bad example, but let's say our president. This is his water. He touched it, a signature on it, likes the bottle. How much then the bottle will be worth to you guys?
In 5 years, 30K.
Yeah, more, right? More. Okay, this was a bad example, but okay. I tried. Okay.